Hey yo, what's going on? This is Zeno. Well, today was the day. Finally got my Ruger SR1911. Paid my money, waited my 2-day waiting period. Couldn't pick it up yesterday because the gun shop was closed for league shooting. But stopped over first thing this morning and went ahead and picked it up. Really excited about this gun. Got a little something else today though. I'm going to hit that first. Brown Santa made a visit to me today. And I was able to pick up one of these on the internet. Arrived today. Today's a big day for me, I guess. If you recall from a previous video I posted about a week or two ago, I got a pair of ATAX FG camo pants at the last gun show, so I wanted to go ahead and get a top to match that. So this is called the combat shirt. The trunk of the shirt is made out of a thick kind of jersey material, kind of a t-shirt type material. And the shoulders and arms sleeves here are made out of a ripstop, just like the pants are. Has a, excuse me, pocket up here on the bicep area, another pocket down here in the forearm, a nice little cuff. The reason why I went with this was because in where I live, the area that I live, the time of year that you're most likely to wear this color of camouflage is going to be definitely in the spring and summer months, which are obviously warmer months. So I wanted to get something that was a little cooler as far as temperature goes for that time of year. Obviously in fall and winter, when it would be cooler, I would be less apt to wear this type of camo pattern. In the fall, I'd probably go with a more multicam, which I'm a big multicam fan. And obviously in the winter, you'd probably be working some white in there. So I wanted to get something that was a little bit more breathable, a little bit cooler to wear. So I went ahead and got that combat shirt from Proper, matched those pants. I'm looking forward to that. Let's get back to the SR1911, shall we? So I stopped into the shop today and picked it up, talked to a couple of the guys there, including the owner. You know, I can't say enough about the guy that sold this to me. You know, he was nice enough to bump me up to the top of the list. He told me this is actually the first SR1911 that they've had in the shop in 7 months. The kind of the first run of the guns hit the market, and from what I understand, Ruger, I guess, just really did not anticipate the demand that this gun would have on the market, and so they kind of scrambled to get more back onto the market. You know, my local gun shop was telling me that, you know, they have a list of probably 20 or 30 people long waiting for this gun. They were nice enough to bump me up to the top of the list. I'm telling you, if you got a connection at a gun shop, that's the way to go, and I'm telling you, pay cash. Cash is king. If you have a reputation for paying cash, they're going to sell to you over somebody else who doesn't. So they were nice enough to bump me up to the top of the list. I was able to get this guy right away. And like I said, it's the first one in 7 months that they've had in the store, and they have back orders of about 30 of these right now. They said their next one's probably not going to be in for about another 2 weeks, so I definitely appreciated that. So let's give her a little look-see here. What comes in with your Ruger 1911. First thing I'll say is this is a fairly simplistic packaging job. You don't get a lot with this gun, and that's really done to, you know, obviously to keep the MSRP down a little bit. You know, this gun retails for about $800. You contrast that with, for say, I don't know, a Springfield XDM. I had an XDM9, got rid of it to get my HK45. But you know, that gun just comes with so much stuff. I mean, it's a, you know, kind of a big elaborate case, really nice. It comes with, you know, holster and speed loader and all this other kind of shit, and then your gun. You know, it's a lot of stuff, and this one's definitely a more minimalized approach to that. I felt when I got the XDM that I was kind of paying a lot for, you know, the case it came in and what it came with rather than the gun itself. So here I definitely get the impression that I'm paying for this gun, not so much everything else that comes with it. But there she is. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Our test firing casing, sorry. This was fired at the factory on April 16th, so just a couple weeks ago. That's your standard paperwork, owner's manual, special offer, NRA stuff. I think this is a recall that they got going on some of the 6-shooters, something of that nature. Doesn't bother me none. Got our soft shell case. And then over here, we have our two magazines along with our takedown tool, which I actually don't really have much use for personally. We got that. And our two magazines, a 7-round traditional magazine and an extended 8-round magazine. And of course, we have our safety lock that all guns come with nowadays. I'm going to post in the description of the video a really good link to a, well, it's an average link, it's a normal link, to a really good review of this gun. I couldn't even begin to go in the type of depth that this review gives of this weapon. It's just a phenomenal article, a really, really good video. I'm going to post a link to it for those of you who want to see it. I'm not going to try to, reinvent the wheel here. They've really covered everything there is to know about this. But in that, they mentioned, the reliability of the 7-round mag, and then the appeal of an 8-round mag to your sport and competition shooters. I agree with that. I think, depending on what you're buying it for, whether you're buying it for like a CCW application or whether you're buying it for sports or competition shooting, you're kind of going to want one of these two mags. If you're looking at a CCW defensive weapon, in my opinion, this is my opinion here, you really want to stay away from trigger jobs, modifications, extended magazines, things like that when you're looking at a CCW weapon. So in that case, you definitely want to go with the 7-round mag. But if you are looking at competition, sport shooting, just recreational, shooting for fun, hey, the more bolts the merrier. So we have both. Depending on what you buy it for, you're going to have a magazine that fits what you're buying the gun for. So that's pretty cool. So let's have a look at this guy here. There she is. Ruger SR1911. This is what means a lot to me, made in the USA. This gun is 100% made in the USA. Not assembled in the USA like some other 1911 manufacturers with very American sounding names, but made here in the USA. All the parts are made here in the USA. The gun is assembled, built, designed, everything here in the USA. That means a lot to me. Very good looking gun. Everybody has their own tastes when it comes to a 1911. This one definitely appealed to me. I saw this gun and I'm like, it's like they almost made this gun just for me. This is exactly the kind of gun that I was looking for. Stainless steel, wood grips, the black sights, safety, whatnot. That good contrast between the black and the stainless. This gun, skeletonized trigger, this really appealed to me and kind of what I was looking for in a 1911 with a price to boot. So I'm very excited about that. So yeah, there she is. I won't go through the whole takedown, all that kind of jazz. I mean, 1911s, everybody knows how to take down 1911. And if you don't, there's a bajillion videos out there on how to do it. You don't need to see me to do it, that's for sure. The nice thing I like about this is the trigger pull. I mean, you pull this trigger, it's such a nice, smooth, even, relatively light trigger pull. If you're used to Glocks and other things like that, I mean, it's so nice to have this gun in your hand. It just feels like $1,000,000, even though it doesn't cost $1,000,000. I mean, this is just a really nice 1911. A little tighter in the tolerances than I expected it to be right out of the box. To be honest with you, I didn't really know what I would expect, but in dealing with some other 1911s, I mean, this is a little tighter than I kind of really anticipated it to be. I think it needs a little bit of lube on there, definitely, but I think that would definitely help. But yeah, I've had some other guns, well-known manufacturers. You spend a lot for the custom stuff. Your Kimbers, your Ed Browns. I mean, they're nice and tight. You spend money on some of the other ones out there that are a little less expensive, and you can definitely tell the tolerances are a little looser. This one's a nice tight tolerance. I definitely can see that this gun might need a little bit of breaking in. Not too much, but a little bit. So there it is. I'm pretty excited. Gonna get that guy out to the range very soon. Ruger SR1911. It's a good day today. Take it easy.